We'll go on with the hawk. As I said, it can be either called a rooster or a falcon. It doesn't really matter. I prefer to call it a hawk because that's what I envisage when I'm doing this form myself. The hawk is a tireless fighter to defend its young and also to get food. It uses twisting, turning, rolling movements. The hawk will very rarely attack with its beak, of course. It uses its beak to eat with after it's killed its prey. So it's its wings flapping and its talons going. That's what we're looking at here in the fighting sense. It's a fire element, the hawk, so it's very fiery, and it works upon the eyes on a health-giving basis. So this form will actually help your vision. It'll also help your heart, being a fire element, and it also assists in the balancing of yin and yang within your body. So just on a very basic level, someone who's really timid, who needs a bit, that indicates a yin condition. So it will give them more yang energy, so that just bring them out of themselves. Someone who's red in the face, really angry all the time and yelling at people in their car, they're too yang, that'll bring them back down and add a little bit of yin energy to their body. So it's an excellent form for health, as well as for, of course, the self-defense art. Okay, so this is the form that you'll be getting, hopefully over the next today and tomorrow, so you'll have a complete form. It's not that long, it's a medium length form. I've got a handout there. That's a new book I'm doing. Well, I'm adding to my old book, which will make it about that thick and not that thick. But I'm putting everything there is to know about Bagua, and that'll be out free of charge on the internet once it's done, in about 15 years' time. No, it won't take that long. But that book, that's exactly what's in the book with reference to this hawk form. So the whole hawk form's written in the handout that you can take home. The P indicates the photos, P and the A represents the the application photos, but of course I haven't got the photos in it yet. So that'll just jog your memory when you get home. It's always good to have, because you always think, oh, what comes next? Although there aren't that many moves in it, there are only a few different moves, but the moves are repeated in different ways throughout this form, so it can become a little confusing in the directions you're supposed to be facing. So we'll start off right from the top. And again, this is a chi shaking form, and it's a beautiful form to do. Once you get it, you'll really find that the whole thing is like a hawk just flying through the air. The whole thing is just beautifully rounded. In the beginning you think, I'm putting my hands here, what am I doing with my hands? But once you get a hang of it, you'll find that, oh yeah, all these moves just naturally flow into each other, and they're actually a pleasure to do. So, and as I said, there's Fa Jing in this, but in the beginning you learn it slowly, but once you get each movement down, you should start putting, I'll show you where to put the Fa Jing movements in, because they activate the energy in your body. You see, that's why we're doing these. They're called Qi awakening forms from the animal sets of Bagua. In Bagua we have 3 main empty hand forms in the animal sets. There's the Bagua 2-person animal sets, there's the Qi awakening forms, which we're doing now, and then there's the full animal set, which I'll be doing hopefully starting next year. So let's start from the beginning. We'll call it the north. We'll face this way. One left foot forward, turned in slightly, and this is the hawk position or the rooster position, like that. Your hands are like this. They're slightly bent up. That would be in the original Bagua, that would be a number 7 hand. So the hands, if you just put your hands like this, then bend them up like that. Don't turn them out like that. That's a number 3 hand. This is a number 7 hand, like so. But they're held down, slightly downward. There's a fist distance under each arm. And your chin's pulled in, your tongue's resting on your hard palate. Your right leg is just a little bent. It's a Qigong stance to start with. And you're just breathing in, natural breathing. When you breathe in, all this comes out here. When you breathe out, it goes out. Don't have any of this here up in your chest. Have it all coming out here. And you just stand there with the weight on your right leg, just for a few seconds, just getting yourself centered and ready for the whole posture. Now, when you're standing in this position, you should feel as if you should be able to pick that foot straight up off the ground without moving your weight. So that, in other words, this foot's just touching the ground, all the weight's on your right foot, and you should be able to just pick that up. You shouldn't be leaning back at all like this. You should be in at the waist like a normal Qigong stance, And so you should be able to then just pick that foot up, which is what you're going to do in a minute anyway. So from here, what happens with your right hand is it comes out like this. It's like a wing coming out to the side. I'll just turn this way. It's coming out like that, out to the side. It's a little bit like the stork spreads wings posture in Tai Chi, but the hands around the other way. I'll show you the hands first. And at the same time, the other hand will go yin and strike outwards. So you've got the two wings doing this. So see, the left hand has to adjust to a yin-shaped hand in order to go yang. And the other one's a yin hand. And you're striking with the outer side of this hand here, like so. That's it. At the same time, the hawk attacks with his feet, of course, with his talons. This left foot, just try this without the hands for a minute. This will test your balance. If I'm leaning backwards, it's not, I'm going to fall backwards when I do this kick. But the foot just comes straight off the ground and straightens out. See how the foot is turned? It's kicking with the heel of that foot. So it's not a big thing like this and kicking like that. It's just straight. So once again, you're using the twisting of your body to get the power for this kick. If I were just using the power of my leg, I'd have to cock it and then thrust it out like so. But because I'm using my body, I'll be going. You get tremendous power with that foot. Just turning your body. Notice how the waist actually turns in the opposite direction to where the foot's going. That gives you torque. Twisting Bagua power. So the foot comes up a little bit, and then as it kicks out, your waist will turn to the left, as both hands have gone out like this.